I think in the upstairs apartment flat, they are doing renovation or something. It's irritating, um, especially when you are sick and you want quiet and you don't have quiet. It's really irritating. And yeah, especially, when you had lost everything, you have no home, and you got to live in a tiny shoebox block of flats. um, that sucks. And you cannot have anything, you cannot have a home or anything, because it's impossible. I mean, the real estate prices are so frigging high. It's a rip-off. It's a complete rip-off. Wish they had stopped this renovation shit. But when you lose everything, and there is no hope of ever gaining even quarter of what you had lost. But stop this shit. So, and when the world is selfish, very selfish, so there is corruption in the world, and you hate it, and you are stuck. You're stuck in nothing, in this limbo, in nowhere. Stop this renovation shit. And so I had lost, you know, I had lost the home, and I cannot have anything anymore. Nothing. Just gotta listen to this shit renovation. This noise. And when you lose everything, there's no hope. And stuck in nowhere. Just a tiny shoebox place. Rent sucks. Anytime they can ask for more money for the same tiny space, which sucks. This is, the Western shit world, and people rip each other off, like in many cases, especially in big cities like Istanbul, landlords are greedy in many cases, and for the same tiny space, they can ask for more rent anytime they wish for. This is Western society where ordinary citizens are not important. When you know when you don't matter, uh, doesn't matter your psychology or anything. You are just a slave, a worthless slave, and I just don't want to exist. I hate this Western world, and I wish Russia would succeed. Я люблю Россию и Сирию. Тогда я скажу вам Сирию. Я люблю Сирию. Я люблю Сирию раньше. Нет, сейчас. Я люблю президент Путин и Башар аль-Асад, потому что они самые лучшие в мире. и они думают о людьми в мире. Но на Запада это нет. Трамп не думает о людьми. Он не думает о людьми никогда. Он только думает о себе. И я ненавижу Трамп. Понимаете, I received some strange messages on my life from whom I don't know. Like, what nationality are you? Turkish? Are you Israeli? I don't know. No idea. But the thing is, it's easy to bully another human being, you know, a weaker one. It's easy to bully a weaker person because if you are stronger, you can bully a weaker person. It's terrible, it's nasty. This is what Western society is based on, bullying the weaker one. Let's face it, the society is rotten in the Western world, especially, you know, especially in the Western world. Look at the Epstein files. It's disgusting. Young girls have been taken advantage of. And yeah, I gotta say, I hate my gender. I hate my gender so much because I never wanted to be female. I hate the Western world. I hate the abuse that the Western world has, especially for females, because the Western world abuses females. It's the easiest way, because men, though sometimes can be exploited, but not as much as females. Let's remember that. So the Western world is full of dirt, and it realizes that the people have waken up to this reality that the Western world is terrible and greedy. So that's why it doesn't like that the people have woken up, you know, to this fact that the Western world is rotten. So yeah, it's the same case. So whatever you want to call it, there's nothing to be happy about in the Western world. And I'm really sad that I can speak English, because it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. You understand what I mean? Back then I was thinking, yeah, I should learn English. This would be, you know, a great thing. But it's just, I have realized it has, you know, lost its meaning to me. And now I'm just sad that I'm stuck with this, you know, no hope. So yeah, perhaps the renovation is temporarily stopped, I don't know, let's see. But early on there was noise, renovation stuff, which is annoying when you want quiet. So returning to the fact that most of the people realize that the Western world is rotten, that's why the West is fighting with Iran and everything, you know, like, because many people have waken up to the fact that the West has a lot of greed and corruption in it, sadly. I'm very sad that I can't speak English. It means nothing to me anymore. It's not my native language. Who cares? So, yeah, we are stuck in this corrupt world. No way out unless a person dies, which, yeah, I pray every day that I would be gone as soon as possible, because otherwise just the suffering continues and goes on for nothing, for no value. um, don't tell me about religions, because I have received enough lectures on religions already. um, that you are not supposed to say this, or not supposed to, like, uh, because God values you or other human beings too. But I don't see that way. So those who want to lecture me on religion, yeah, I have received a lot of lectures on religion already, many words, but but our lives are not important. That's how I feel. um, because if we look at in the West, those famous people who have done those bad things, evil things to young girls, if they for so many years they got away with that shit, with that crap, how shall we feel, the ordinary people? We should feel bad that we are stuck in this corrupt world. And the famous people, they just got away for so many years with that crap they were doing to young girls. The world is never going to be fair. The world is never going to be fair. Let's not pretend, illusion, it's just more and more cases of bad stuff coming to the surface. So, yeah, the famous people could do evil things, and for many years they were okay, with that, like they got away with the evil things. But those young girls, those in the Epstein files, I mean, imagine that, yeah, they grew up, but they went through such pain, you know um, sexual exploitation, which is the worst of the worst I can imagine. And humiliation, and the shame that, those young girls, like, they must have felt inside, like they didn't want to do things and they were forced. And it's awful. And how can we defend then these fake conservative people, like, yeah, there's only two genders, one male and one female, and so, yeah, we defend these fake conservative people, like, yeah, they are so moral, but we realize in the end they lack even the basic morality. Like, I'm just saying, Trump, whether he lectures people about, oh, there's only male and female, but then if he had a sexual relationship with a 13-year-old Russian girl, well, that's uncool, like, and or if he had some other thing, I mean, I'm not saying that a person is saint, like no person is saint, but I'm just I'm just saying that, if Trump gives moral lecture about, oh, there's male and female only, but then if he had sexual relationship with a 13-year-old Russian girl, then, well, that's uncool, like, let's face it, I mean, for the young girl, that's, exploitation, And so I'm just tired. The fake people are given attention to. Those who are confident and they are so like convinced that they are the best, they are the whatever, and those are given attention to, like, but that's not fair. I mean, there are so many of us, and our voices are not heard, like we are not important like those corrupt, powerful people, it's not fair. It's not fair. But this is the world. Only the powerful gets their voice heard. Only the powerful. Not anybody who is weak. Nobody cares about the weak ones. The weak ones are oppressed. Um, I don't know what people are writing to each other in the live chat. I don't know, some strange messages. I have nothing to do with those messages. Anyway, я люблю Россию и Сирию. Но, к сожалению, много изменилось. Раньше в Сирии было лучше, я думаю, что. Но сейчас вообще разные. Я люблю русский язык. И я сама изучала. Но, конечно, я не могу говорить хорошо по-русски. Ну, я хочу изучать. Но это невозможно. Конечно, сейчас это сложный, потому что много людей думают, русский язык это очень плохо, потому что война в Украине, русский язык плохой. Они думают, что и поэтому это невозможно говорить по-русски легко. Это сложный и трудный. Для меня мне очень грустно. Мне очень грустно, потому что я не могу изучать по-русски. Как сказать больше? Не знаю. Я устаю. Но мне очень грустно, потому что я не могу изучать по-русски. И это из-за войны в Украине. Не могу изучать по-русски. Конечно, в Турции много людей не хотят изучать по-русски. Если они изучают по-русски, это для денег, money, to work in the tourism industry. Ну, конечно, я понимаю понимание людей, которые чувствуют для Украины. Я их понимаю. I understand them. Я их понимаю. Люди в Украине. Я их понимаю, потому что это очень сложный для им, но, к сожалению, я не могу помочь им. Но я люблю Украину и Россию. Но, к сожалению, эта война продолжает. Продолжает. Извините, мне надо идти. Мне надо идти, потому что мобильник не работает. Sorry, I have to finish this live, wrap up this live, and because my phone battery is low. So take care, берегите себя и пока. Bye.